guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. I figured since I have the time right now, I'll film another one. So if you've seen this outfit in the previous video already, just ignore it. It's the same day, I'm recording 2 videos, but it's fine. So one thing that I do get asked often, especially by people that watch these vlogs and watch these videos and then fly with me in real life or meet me in real life, is, oh my goodness, Ashley, you seem so much more quiet and so much more reserved in real life than you do on screen. Now obviously I only pull out the camera and record these videos when I'm in a good mood, when I'm happy, when I'm feeling more upbeat, but just like every other person, I have days where I'm just like I have a lot of those days. And the thing is, whenever you work in the customer service industry, it's just one of those jobs that mentally it can be exhausting. Every single day you're having to get up, you're having to give yourself, you're having to smile, constantly apologize to passengers for situations that you might not necessarily have had anything to do with, that are out of your control. The amount of times where someone has come to me so upset, so frustrated, or saying, my connection, I'm not gonna get to the gate. We had a mechanical delay. If I could get out there and fix the plane and get this thing out on time, I would. If there's a weather delay and there's thunderstorms and literally people on the ramp cannot be down there because they could be struck by lightning, if there was a way I could control the weather, I would, and have every single plane come in and out on time, catering done on time, cleaning done on time, all of that. But that is not the reality of working in the aviation industry. So it can be exhausting to kind of have to deal with so many people and interact with people in such a small space too, especially in and out. Every single day, every single flight, that's what you're having to deal with. And that's kind of too why now I prefer to fly fewer legs. So I usually only fly 1 to 2 legs a day on trips, just because I'd much rather do one long leg and be able to interact with people more personally and talk to them and kind of get to the bottom of whatever, than having to do up down up down up down 4 legs, 5, 6 legs a day. How some people do it, it is beyond me. But it's just one of those things that at the end of your trip, especially if you're like on the last day, last leg, you're just like, oh, get me away from it, get me away from the plane. I know people think, oh my goodness, you're a flight attendant, why aren't you constantly going out of the country or going on a vacation somewhere, non-revving somewhere every single day you're off? And sometimes the last thing we want to see is an airplane. The last thing we want to do. And planes don't even really necessarily smell, but it's just like you want to get home, wash the plane off of you, delete, wrap yourself up in a blanket, put on Netflix, and zone out of the world. So with flight attendants, there are times where I think we're perceived as very like snippy or rude or antisocial, just because on our off days we don't want to have to do anything that involves customer service at all necessarily. So it's something where I feel like I've adapted so much to it, because customer service and working in that industry is something I've done for such a long time, to the point of where I know my balance. I know what I need to just take a day off and not talk to people and not deal with anything, and then just reset with sa, namaste, chill, and then come back the next day and I'm fine and I've bounced back. But sometimes it can really take a toll on you mentally, especially if you've had a frustrating trip. And so understand that flight attendant might be dealing with personal issues within their family, relationships you never know, or maybe they had a medical on their last flight, or maybe they just finished a red eye and they're exhausted, or maybe they're just not having a bad day. I've flown with people with toothaches that are going through divorces, like all these things too, but we're expected to come on that plane, check everything at the gate, and then still answer 1,000 questions, and still help you put your bags up, and still answer about your delays and connections, and still smile, and still put on that face. And that is the job, you know, that as tough as that might seem, that's the reality of it. That is what you sign up for when you decide to become a flight attendant. So even though in your head you're thinking, oh my goodness, my tooth is killing me right now, I cannot deal. If one more person asked me for a Diet Coke, I might scream, but that's your job. So I know it's just one of those things where people think, ugh, I can't deal, but it is what comes with it. Now, with being antisocial, or with being perceived as selectively social, I have my like group of friends and my family and my support system that keeps me sane. They know that they don't have to hear from me every single day. They know that they don't have to like constantly keep in touch, and we're solid, we're click tight. There's no like questioning that for me. That's the type of person that I am. But it's just one of those things where I find it therapeutic to just like not talk to anyone or not be around people and just be in your little bubble and like take some time out and deal with things on your own. And I'm not saying that after every single trip I'm stressed out and I'm thinking, oh my god, no, especially now that I have more control over my schedule and I'm able to swap off things that I'm like, can't do that, and just do my 2 legs and have long layovers. I really don't have as much weight to take home or anything that I'm taking over, and I'm the type of person, once that plane door opens, once all of my passengers are off, it is the last day, it is the last leg. I have left everything on the plane, literally everything. That means all the animosity, all of the good things, the bad, everything has been left on the plane. I will probably never see that one passenger ever again, and that's not to say it was a negative experience. It could have been the best passengers ever, the nicest children, the nicest, you know, couples, everyone's going on vacation, whatever, and still all of that gets deleted once I leave off the plane and walk out of the airport, because there's no need for me to carry work home with me. There's no like me having to think, oh my goodness, did I get 14C, that Dr. Pepper? I can't remember. All of that, delete. And I think that is one thing that, for me, especially with jobs that I've had in the past, makes this a lot easier to deal with and makes me more appreciative of my situation and my job, because I don't have to carry anything over. I don't come on my next trip thinking, oh my goodness, on my last trip XYZ. All of that is done. Anything that had to be dealt with was dealt with, and once that door opens and the passengers have gone off their separate ways and I've gone to my layover, I'm living my best life. Yeah, I do think that with being a flight attendant, people think that we're just happy go lucky all the time, and that is not the truth. That's not realistic, I don't think, with any person. And I consider myself a very positive and a very happy person in the grand scheme of things, especially in comparison to other people, but that is not me every single day 24/7. Summer flying has been very interesting this summer, mostly because it's been a lot more chill and relaxing because I haven't had to fly as much, and then the trips that I have been very like all over the place and eventful, but still at the same time I'm just like, woo, cannot wait for summer flying to be over. I do think that because that is, you know, technically a higher flying time. Holiday season can be pretty crazy too, but I always find summer flying to be the most challenging 3 months out of the entire year as far as this job is concerned. But it's coming to an end and I can't say that I'm gonna miss it. I'm ready for it to be over, not gonna lie. But I do hope all of you guys are having good trips. If you are crew members, I hope everyone that's been going on vacation or whatever is, you know, enjoying their time off and everything. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos, and make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you can be notified whenever I do post. Since I don't have a schedule right now, all of my social media links will be in the description box, as well as whatever I'm wearing and my nail color. And I will see you guys in my next one.